These are very difficult times for families.
More than 40 child care centers closed in Erie County in the first 9 months of this year. People working in the industry say it's because of rising costs. Good evening, everyone. A new set of rules going into effect soon could make the problem worse unless the governor steps in to help. News 4's Callan Gray joins us live to explain. Callan?
Melina, local child care programs say new rules that could start going into place at the end of this year or the beginning of next year are a positive step in making sure children are safe, but they do cost money that many programs just don't have.
Parents and children are telling Governor Andrew Cuomo, invest in us.
It's really a decision that New York State has to make. Where do we want to spend our money? Do we want to spend it to support the health, safety, and well-being of children and allow families to go to work? Or, is there another priority?
Child Care Resource Network CEO Amanda Kelkenberg says the state is getting ready to start implementing nearly a dozen new federal requirements for child care facilities, including new training and federal background checks for all employees. She tells us it will cost about $90 million statewide.
This is a cost that programs are not going to be able to afford.
She says rising child care costs have already forced 42 programs in Erie County to close this year. And if the state doesn't pay for these changes, that number will grow. She says more state funding is also needed for child care subsidies. Child Care Resource Network says right now 48% of Buffalo children live in poverty, and more than 1,300 families rely on these subsidies so they can go to work. But right now, Erie County families who apply for it for the first time can't get it because the money ran out.
It's very difficult because for some families, they've had to turn down jobs. Other times they are trying to piece it together with family or relatives or friends to try to make it work until the freeze is lifted.
Director of Children's Center for Success, Kim Stewart, says about 50 families are waiting for the freeze to be lifted to get into their program. They hope the money will be added to this year's state budget.
Now, the Buffalo Common Council and the Erie County Legislature have both sent resolutions to Governor Cuomo's office, also asking the state to fund the new changes and help with child care subsidies. Reporting live, Callan Gray, News 4.